Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear, and we're going to look at an accessory for your gun, feed necks today. So we have most all of the CP feed necks that are available for most styles of guns out in front of us today. Kind of just separated in groups here, and then I brought a color of each one out of there. So typically the feed neck that comes on a gun, if it is I don't even want to say a mid-range, if it is a beginner gun to slightly better than beginning gun, they don't really ever come with really nice feed necks on them. You might get lucky enough to have a screw on it that helps clamp it down, but very rarely will you find something with an actual lever on it or something that is made out of metal. They're a lot of the times composite and a lot of the times just press fit in. So it can make it difficult to fit a feed neck in, to fit different types of loaders in. If you go from a halo to a standard feed, like a gravity fed loader, and then maybe over to a rotor, all those feed neck diameters are all slightly different. So having a universal feed neck that only fits one size and you have to shave down your feed neck or your loader to fit it in there kind of makes it hard to deal with. So CP Custom Products makes a wide array of feed necks to fit a lot of guns. We've got them out in front of us. You can see they're all roughly the same design. This top section up here with the lever is all the same on all of them. You will see some differences on the bottom where the threading is, and then slightly in the height. But really that is due to the fact that the feed neck needs to be a different style thread-wise to accommodate the loader. So the feed neck needs to adjust a little bit, but they're all within, a 1/4 inch of each other in height, typically. So let's kind of go over them, what you're going to get. If you're getting a threaded style like this one, you're going to see a threaded bottom right here. You're going to have a lever on the side that will swivel all the way around. So depending on when you screw this in, where it stops, you can always have the lever on the side of your feed neck, or you can rotate it around to be on the back here. You can put it anywhere you want. There is no rule as to where your feed neck lever needs to go, but it gives you the option to put it anywhere you want. To adjust this one, the easiest way is to actually just rotate it by hand, like that. So if I need to have my loop tighter when I've closed my lever down, I can actually just rotate it one time around, and it will make this section tighter, so it actually threads onto the screw further, making it tighter when I close it down. If I need to loosen it up, rotate it back and set it down. Very easy to adjust and accommodate all sizes right there. Now, as far as styles of guns that it will fit, you've got your threaded style, like this one right here is, this is for an ion. So there's actually two different ion threads. There's the standard ion, which looks like this one, and then there's ion XE, which, let me see if we have here today. It doesn't look like we have one out here, but it's an actual different thread pitch and thread thickness on this one. So make sure you know your gun style depending on what it is, because certain ones will fit different guns. Like this is the die one right here, and I'm pretty sure that the die one fits DM67, DM8, PM6, PM7, PM8, PMR, SLG, so the whole die family right there. The Ion one, which we were looking at right here, this fits Ions, Minis, Shocker, SFTs, Zodin guns, Angel, Ones, Spider, VS1, VS2. So they don't actually make I don't want to say they don't make it. They don't label this feed neck as an Ion feed or a Mini feed neck. For a Mini, it is Ion threaded because the Mini uses an Ion thread. They don't use a Mini thread, uses the Ion thread. So look through them if you have a particular gun and find out which thread style your gun fits when it comes to feed necks. It's the same thing with barrels. You could shoot a Shocker, the new Shocker RSX, doesn't have Shocker threads, it has autococker threads. So you need to figure that out and see what gun you need or what feed neck you need for your gun. Other versions will be a clamp style like this. I'm pretty sure this is an E-Tech or an Ego. Yeah, an Ego one. So this will fit your Ego markers where you actually set the feed neck down on it's almost like a post, and then you tighten this down and it clamps onto that post and keeps it in place. It does not thread in. This particular one here is an inside thread. So this, I believe, is a 2K2. 2K2. This is your older Intimidator style, so your Bob Long Intimidators that had a outside thread on the body. You need an inside thread on the feed neck so it could just screw right on. which is opposite to this one, which has an outside feed or outside thread on the feed neck, and then an inside thread on the body of the gun. So you can see the two differences right there. And then we've got another one here. This is an autococker style. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. This is an E-Tech. Yep, E-Tech. I couldn't see it. I only saw that part right there. So E-Tech, very similar to the Ego, just a different width. This is your cocker style right here. You can see very, very wide threading on the top right there. Very similar to the 2K2 style, but just a little bit wider, an inside thread. And then this one is, that's Ego also. What is this one down here? These are Egos also. Maybe I got these mixed up. Let's look through here. Ego, no. I guess I just have way more Ego feed necks up here than I thought. So those are Ego. These are all Ego up here, so these actually go together. Well, that's okay. I guess the important thing in this video, or the thing you want to take away from it, is know your feed neck style before you go purchase one. Just because you have a gun and you can't find a feed neck for it doesn't mean there isn't one. Just research through, see which feed necks fit which guns, because they might not necessarily be called a feed neck to fit your gun. So do a little research, you'll be able to figure it out. There's all sorts of colors. As you can see, we've got polished ones, we've got dust ones, and the whole rainbow of colors. So check the website for color availability, for feed neck availability, and order your CP feed neck through ansgear.com.